one training program. You understand? I can even say, okay, maybe we are weak area in the team is from the left, attacking from the left. You design a training program in such a way that you have assistants. Okay? They can do some other things that are going to be beneficial to the team. Then you concentrate on that area, left side. Look, the outside left, or the man playing from the wing, you must be able to, when you take the ball and start moving, who supports you this? Where are the two strikers? Do you understand? And the fullback is joining them. He's supporting behind. So if they want to lose possession of the ball, they should do what? Come back. You do it over, over and over. Maybe it could be just passive. From passive, introduce opponents. Do you understand me? So that when they take the ball from them, you ask them to do what? Mark and get that ball back. So these are the ways you can, explain. Educate them, teach them how to. It's not just by way you can keep talking for today to tomorrow. And that is where somebody mentioned that they think you are pressurizing them, you are insulting them. They'll get angry. So the only way you can do it is incorporate it into a training program. Is that clear? Yes, yeah, it's very good. You do on the right side, you do on the left side. You can even do centrally. If you are attacking midfield player or whatever, they are not dynamic, or they are not serious. They can't mark. They can't do. Introduce a training session that will make them do what? When they attack, they lose possession of ball. Of course, they need to chase the central defender or the defensive midfielder who took the ball from them and start attacking the area. So the recovery rate must be very high, because you know that the midfield is, like say, is engine. Once you lose your engine, midfield team, your midfield is in possession, you are gone. That's it. And I used to tell some of my players then and whatever. You see, there is a structure. There is structure in football. We call it the apex. What is the apex? The goalkeeper, the number 5, that's the central defender, the number defensive midfield player, that's number 4, the number 10, and the striker. If you are recruiting a team for the season and whatever, try to build a team. Once you have this apex, the straight line, strong. That's the spine. That's the what we let. Yes, that's the what. The spine. Once it is very strong, your team will be strong. Because most goals are scored from where? From center. You do all the dancing on the wing and everything. What happens eventually? They pull it. If your central defenders are weak, that's number 5. They call it. Let's say you do 5 and 6 in those days. The 2 central defenders. If they are weak, they can't jump. They can't mark. You consider a goal. Will you blame a goalkeeper? No. If your goalkeeper is not agile and is not good, there are no reflexes and whatever, he will concede goals. And remember, when there is too much pressure on him, he will collapse. Do you understand? So defenders, the players in the field, protect what? The goalkeeper. The less pressure that comes to your own defensive area, the less goals you are likely to concede. So it is very, very important. So like I said, the answer to everybody must try to organize a training program in that section where your team is weak. Constant practice will bring perfection into what you're doing. Is that clear? Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, I just want to say something. What you just said about the span of the team now made me remember something when I was Abia Warriors.
Yes.
Remember, they are very strategic. So they noticed that Abia Warriors had a very strong team that year. They came and purchased the spine of the Ojo, center back, Fatai, the GM, and Obioma. I raised the alarm to the manager. I said, these people are they didn't use it.
You don't blame them because they may not know. If they had somebody,
but somebody that knows.
Yes, if they consulted you or listened to you, do you understand me? They would have. That's issue.
They not care waiting because their money. I'm telling you, waiting they are in football and they don't know. And the money where
yes,
they
and
go
that is what most of you who are handling this club should try to express to them. Do you understand me? If you there's a way you express something to somebody, he will understand it and give you that, listen to you. It's not by quarreling with them. Do you understand me? Try let them. Most of the time they don't know what they're doing. They're just there. They believe, they bring money at the end of the day. They don't even know how to recruit players. You recruit players based on performance, and their salaries will reflect their performance. I hope you understand. When you recruit a player and you give him higher salary than somebody who they're better, do you think that person that is better will give his best? It's not. So these are club things, and like I said, the coaches, you must let them know. Let us say it and let it be that they did not listen to us.
Yeah,
Do you understand? Let it be on record.
It.
Somebody honest in that team, that club, will say this coach said it. And even if they don't miss you that period, they are going to bring you back sometime, because they know that you have actually, you have good, and your advice and whatever thing is very good. So don't fail to air your views, and especially when it comes to recruitment. Do you understand? Mid-season, you are the coach. If you look at areas that are weak in your team, you try and plug the loophole. Advise them, let us go for so player, let us go for so player, to plug that loophole, to make your team better. But if you keep quiet, you believe that they will not, they won't even want to spend that money. They won't even want to spend that money. Okay? And there are so many things that happen in the clubs, like all of us know. It's an open secret. Most of them, when they have that money, don't want to spend that money. They want to use it for their own personal comfort. They are not bothered about creating history, record. Do you understand me? So that's it. They believe that I come in this time, make I chop my own, make I go. So there's the thing, but there's continuity. Like you mentioned about Enimba. This thing you are talking about started when who is ask him. Ask him. We stated that no matter what you do, your central the spine should be very, very strong. You have a very good striker. If he has about 5 chances in a match, he will put at least 2 in net. Am I right?
Yes.
And then when you now complement him with 2 wingers, those who play on the wings, that are good and can deliver. Because most times you may not even do the whole dirty job. Those wingers are fast. They are very crafty. They get to the ball to the end and then deliver accurately. And he's just to finish. And he will take the credit. But who are those doing their job? You get a good fullback who can overlap. Each time his winger is going, he's following him. He can even pull the ball back for him to pull out. So he's always playing with his winger. Good. On the other side, the same thing. So when you have that apex that are very strong, and then those on the wings, you get those ones that are winning. I mean, you go and sleep in a match. You will know that yes, no matter what happens, at worst, no matter how bad the referee is. So it's very important. That is why our job at this stage is very, 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 very important. Don't joke with it. Build a legacy, even if you stay at the end of the season, and maybe you part ways with them. Do you understand me? Don't worry with it unless they are undermining your responsibility, your integrity. Some people have resigned because of some of these things. You don't. It's okay. Instead of quarreling with you, play. Let me give you a chance. You move honorably, but I'm telling you that they always recognize your handwork. That's one thing they cannot take away from you.
Yes, they will remember.
You understand? So you have a normal job. Like I'm very happy to see the caliber of people who are going to handle the NL teams. There's hope that our league will be very competitive once more. And you know what it means, especially to reflect in the Challenge Cup. to reflect in Challenge Cup because the Premier League, you don't be surprised that teams in the NL League will win the Challenge Cup if you have a very good this thing. Yeah, good.
Sir, I would like to use this opportunity to advise my colleagues. I saw two games, or I watched two games recently. All the two games involved FC Barcelona. The first game against Bayern Munich,
And
the second game against Real Madrid. And these two teams, I think, if not the best teams in the world, they face one of the most best teams presently around in the world. Now, why I brought this issue is most of us watch games not as coaches. We watch games as spectators.
no.
Barcelona adopted a strategy in the first game against Bayern Munich. They kept a high line of defense where they can easily catch Bayern Munich attackers in offside position. There is a lot of risk in that
island.
tactics.
Yeah.
But I asked myself, let me see, they will play Real Madrid in the next 3 days. Let me see whether they can be able to adopt
That's
Same
it.
style.
the same strategy. And they do. And they win with similar margin. 4-1 against
And
4-0
4-0.
against Real Madrid. What I want to tell my colleagues is, if you can formulate a good program and you are confident as a coach, and you tell your players that we can succeed using this, let them believe in that. I am very sure you can succeed. Because there is a lot of risk in that tactics. The coach took a lot of risk doing that tactics against these teams. And you can see, even against Bayern Munich, they started to get open chances at Barcelona's goal at the beginning.
At the beginning, yes.
But they still maintain what they want to do, and at the end they succeeded. Against Real Madrid, the same thing. They even conceded 2 goals that were
offside.
through offside. That shows clearly they have worked seriously on that tactics. They have worked seriously on that tactics. So, if you have a team, anytime you think you want to try something, practice a lot of it with your players. And don't be afraid, go out and see what will happen. Okay? If you succeed, you are a hero. Sometimes, if you don't succeed, you go back to the drawing board, like we said every time. You go back to the drawing board and readjust.
Yes.
That is the job of
submission.
coaching.
Yes.
Okay.
And I believe if we will have that videos of those 2 games, we will learn a lot watching those videos, and we can discuss a lot about those 2 games and the similarities and why this team succeed in these 2 games. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, gentlemen. Let me chip in, something in support of it. And please, don't be carried away by what they say, that go and practice something that you cannot handle. Before you can practice that, for them to have done that, they must have known the quality of the players they had. Do you understand? Now, you see, some other person can be carried away. They want to practice it, but you must have people who are very fast. Defenders that are very fast, they can recover. Their reflexes are very perfect. Otherwise, it makes sure that before you do any second pump, anything can happen. So for them to develop that confidence, the coach to develop that confidence, he must have known the players he had. So you must know your players. And that is part of what we had discussed in the morning. A coach must know his players. He must know, he must be able to analyze each and every one, what any of them can do at any point in time. So when for you to adopt any strategy, you should be able to know who can do that. Do you understand me? He must be able to know. And there was a time when we were going for that is when I went for the semi-finals of that was it was quarter-finals in the African Cup. We went to Ivory Coast. In that match, somebody was terrorizing us from where? From their left wing. Very good in air, very good on the ground. So they looked at the man who was playing the right fullback for us was almost being messed up. Then what happened? Demetrius was around them. One sat down and said, "What do you do?" I said, well, "That's okay. There's nobody in this team who can hit very well, except Lawrence Ukedu. Very good in air. Danjuma. Very good, very clinical, very gross and chest the ball. He can head. Do you understand? And very good on the ground. He was just said, okay, we withdrew him from there. Said, go and play that right fullback. Go and play right fullback to checkmate that man who was very good in air. And each time there's corner kick or anything, the man will. It was almost it was not for the fact that the answer was good at that time. The answer was good then. Would have lost that woefully. But as soon as he went there, he plugged the loophole. And remember, most attackers know how to mark. You can't beat them anyhow. With any trick you want to do, they already know it. So they wait for you. So they mobilized him on the ground and the air. That was it. That was how we win. So what I'm saying, you as a coach should be able to know your players before you adopt any strategy. Very important. Otherwise, you come in for a trouble. Do you understand me? And for you to know that, you should be able to do continuous training in that aspect.
Okay. Now, I want to say something. Sorry, Coach. Now, with what Coach said, which we have all seen, our next game, or Coach, your next game, or my next game, or any other one, is to play Barcelona. And by God's grace, we have seen them in 2 matches, in 2 games, 8 goals scored. Consider only 1 goal. What strategy am I going to use on you? Can I say my own or you say your own? Should I? No. Thank you. No. Now, my team, we have now know that they have a very good attackers. Because how do you rate a team who plays 2 games and score 8 goals? So it means I will look at how they score all those goals. Is it from shooting, crosses, penetrating passes? That I must really, really look at so that we'll now work on our defense, how to stop all this I've just mentioned. Now, they play high line. So in my team, I need to now know those who are good passers of the ball. Long passes I'm talking about now.
In your team, right?
In my team, yes. All I'm saying now is about my team. I haven't
Study that.
studied. Yes. We'll work on my defense very well and try to see how they score their goals. So again, because of the high line they play, just like Coach said, it's a risk, but they just don't take it. They've worked on it too. So not only playing speedy attackers, I will now work on my long passes down on. Now, goal scoring. Because in the games, Bayern scored first one before offside, whatever, Madrid 2, were goals that cannot be offside. And we know the opportunity, or rather, one of the ways we can beat this line defending is get the ball and somebody start running. So what do? We don't say goalkeeper have to kick the ball. That's what me I will do. I don't need goalkeeper to start kicking the ball or whatever. Maybe they are going to stand almost on the line.
Changing your style of play.
Exactly.
Change your style
So
of play.
want to drop the ball and see. We do that repeatedly to finish. It's not just one section, because we'll play now. I know maybe the next weekend I'm playing them. And I want to believe we may not lose that type of opportunity Madrid lost, and our defense will have been better than the other thing. That's the way I will go for the game. So maybe others have their own. Yes, that's the way I will play my game. Yes, Coach Bala.
Coach, let me take us slightly to one side. The side is nowadays we have the belief that the players are not too intelligent.
Are not?
They are not too intelligent.
Okay.
And we know too well also that if we are talking of playing, because at times what I used to tell them is you run after ball, you are not playing ball. Somebody who has the ability to possess the ball and play as a team is the one playing ball. But you that cannot put two passes together, by the time they collect the ball, you start running after it, you are running after it. So the areas I want us to look at now is substitutions, whether we like it or not. There are people that if the game starts for 2, 3, 5, 10 minutes, somebody makes me say, go on more.
Excuse me, Coach.
Yes.
What I want you to do in this small dialogue is how you are going to, how you, as the coach of your team, your next game is against Barcelona. So I want us to benefit.
I'm talking of our own teams now.
No, I don't want you to talk generally.
I'm talking, Coach.
I know what.
Let us to understand, but let us talk like somebody said earlier. We can bring in Barcelona and the rest of them, it's okay. But let us talk to ourselves now. If you have little mistakes, I'm now referring to our own patients now.
Excuse me, Coach. You have left where we're now. Listen.
So that is why I say let me bring us slightly to one area. I said that let me bring us.
You don't want us to get idea of okay. Because of time, we just have less than 10 minutes.
I think it will help us.
Okay, Coach.
So what I was saying is, if we start a match now, maybe I start a match against
Coach.
And one player make mistake, I will say, I want to make substitution within the next 10 minutes of the game. And whether we like it or not, if we know the abilities of our players, there are slow starters.
Exactly.
There are quick starters.
Knowing your players.
So if you don't know your players, there will be problem.
Exactly.
Like, if you start a game now, somebody is like maybe the first 10, 15 minutes is not doing well, but because you have known him, you still insist that
you should continue. Yes.
Maybe one of your manager will come, coach, I beg, this boy not play well. You have known his ability, you can't remove him. If you remove him, there will be problem. So what I'm trying to say is, we should be able to know our players, we should be able to have patience.
Yes.
We should tolerate them.
Exactly.
Don't let us not do substitutions with anger. Maybe because the guy make mistake, I will just remove him. At the end of the day, that person, the next person you bring in, might come in on a bad day, and he didn't do well. What happens again? You substitute me again, because I've seen substitution against substitution. They took this one inside, he didn't do well, they removed him again.
Okay, thank you very much.
So I'm talking of patience now.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Coach Fatah.
We will continue.
Coach Fatah, I think this your topic will require a lot of insights and dialogue, and it might take us longer time. to analyze this because I know most of them must avoid this match. So maybe we might introduce it in the next.
Exactly. Sir.
Okay. Now, for instance, let us just delve. Right. Try to find solution to this. What he's saying, and that is where we say you should know your.
Players.
That's number one. The second one is somebody made that mention here that the way we watch matches as coaches, yes, are different, or rather, is different from the spectators.
It should be different.
Do you understand me? So you are the coach. You are in charge. You know your team, and you are taking a crew should flow along with you. If you know that this player, that minute he can give you a goal. So why do you want to remove him? A player could be his presence in the team could become a threat to the opponent. He's just there. He may not be doing much, but his presence will do what? Will restrict from moving out. So you should be able to know your players and the way they train, how good they are, and how much they can deliver in any particular match. So when you as a coach begin to listen to people outside, change your number 5, change number 2, you know they play. I mean, and
Management.
yes, no, even management.
Yes. Chairman.
Let me. I say something here. If you, that was the last before we went on break. In those days, management team will come and watch the training. They watch every training. If a player is coming late, they will say that person where they come late all the time. They know him. Or that person is not serious. So it will even be a check on you. So if they are talking, you know, but not people, spectators or officials who don't come to your training program, who don't know what you're doing with them. They say, same message. Make you change that person. And you change. What will happen? The next day they can fire you. If they tell you who to change and you change. No. You
I had that incident in 2021 league.
Okay.
Our match against Abia Warriors. We went to Umaya. When they saw the team list, the starting 11, so team manager came to me and said, Coach, we remove this boy. This boy will waste our chances. I said, yeah. If now because of this boy, I will leave after match, no problem. Go and sit down.
Good.
Do you know that that was the boy that scored
The goal.
the only goal of the match in a way? After that match, nobody even came to say, coach, sorry.
No.
Say sorry.
They'll be ashamed to do that because they have exposed their ignorance. Do you understand me? Their meddlesomeness has been exposed. So you as the coach, like I say, you are the master. Unless you don't believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. That's the first thing you must learn how to do. Be confident of what you're doing. At any point in time, even if they call at the management meeting, you should be able to defend it. So don't just work on the principle of, hey, make them not sack me, make it then a good book. Whether you like it or they want to sack you, they'll sack you. They'll even sack you for being not responsible for your team. And that is the biggest thing that can happen to any coach. You are not sure of yourself. So begin to restore that confidence in yourself that you must do the right things. You must be objective. That is the word. You know, be objective in all the decisions you're going to make in your team. You are selecting players, no sentiment, no favoritism, no this. Do it based on merit. That if, like I said, in recruitment, if you are the one going to recruit, even if you have been recruited before you came, assess the team and know whether they did what you were supposed to do. Then what you can do is that, okay, please, I need certain players in certain positions. If you are looking worse and you cannot convert somebody, do you understand me? Because as far as I'm concerned as a coach, I know that whoever plays 2, 3, 4, 5, that is in these positions, can always play anywhere there. That's my philosophy about it. Somebody who is playing a central defense can play on the right full back. Somebody who plays center can play on the left full back if he can use both legs. So it's the same orientation, the same marking system, the same coverage, everything. So that place you can juggle. And that is one of the things that will even help you when you are doing changes in a match. You don't just get up that a player is not there. You now go and make changes. First of all, do internal change within the team. Move some players around and see whether it will stop the problem you have. Maybe somebody is on the right side, they are attacking from there, and they find out that maybe the left full back, is not marking very well, or this person faster. What stops you from getting if the right full back has speed and moving there? That is the internal change you have to do. If it requires that you need to move your defensive midfield player to that side and he's fast, he can do that. Move in there. To do what? Plug that loophole. But that is where the threat is coming from. So when you do that internally, then you see whether there's stability. Then you now begin to look for other things to do. But not, they say pull left full back out. When you make that change, except now probably they've increased the number of changes. Then when it was 3, we are left with 2. Assuming, remember that you must have opportunity for a goalkeeper. You must reserve a place for a goalkeeper. Because anything can happen. So which means you are left with 1 change. In a match, you may be playing at home and somebody hurriedly pushes you to do what? To make a change. Now. So it is very, very important, gentlemen. Let us keep discussing issues. That nothing stops us from discussing our matches too. Like you mentioned, Abia Warrior and his team. We can look at such a match and say, okay, we'll discuss it. We're also enriching ourselves with knowledge of the other team and the other team. So it makes the team very competitive. So what matters is the ability of the coach to do what? Design a change, a surprise to win his match. And that is where the ingenuity of everybody comes in. Is that clear? So let us try as much as possible to believe in ourselves and do what the needful. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, this man has that. Sorry, next time. Yeah.
I want to speak on what our senior father spoke about substitution.
Yeah.
Because for me, substitution is a key aspect of the game, which I feel if it's been utilized very well, can help the team in their results. Some time ago, I was doing a research on the medical profession. Then I saw something like I read something on the community health worker, which is the social health workers.
Social workers.
Yes, who mostly focused on preventive medicine. Those are the health practitioners who go from door to door to educate people in rural villages on how to prevent illnesses and outbreak of
diseases.
Yes, sir. So I try to see how to relate them into football. So I think the area where I saw that that synergy, where they could work, that periphery was the area of substitution. Now I was looking for how to bring that into football. When I saw it in terms of substitution, I now discovered that, okay, for me I was able to now draft it into 2 aspects, which I saw one as the preventive substitution, then I saw one as the corrective substitution, which is just like medical practitioner. For instance, if somebody is sick of any illnesses, probably before then, there would have been some anti-malaria dose. When the symptoms are becoming, you're just noticing them to prevent it from shooting. But if it has shot out, there's going to be a corrective treatment, which is to help you gain back your health. Now, I looked at it in a substitution aspect because, just like what my senior just said now, substitution, at times, even in professional, in the Western world, we've seen substitution in terms of, like, I think Jose Mourinho have done so many substitutions in anger, whereby he has put in somebody and still moved. Mikel Obi was a victim of that when he was in Chelsea at the early stage of his career then. So, now, what I'm trying to say here is that before making a substitution, there should be
sorry.
Thanks, sir. There should be an objectives to be met. Now, if you are trying to make a preventive substitution, that will be probably you are playing against a team which maybe at that point and based on the situation of the game, or maybe doing better than you are, and you don't want to still lose the game against them, or probably you've gotten a goal ahead and you still don't want to concede against them. Then I feel at that situation now a preventive substitution may be made, which is now for a coach now to think of the players he will deploy in, who will strengthen the team more defensively, and also not limit the team attacking wise to create that balance in order not to concede that goal that made them lose that game, made them play a draw, which if they are already winning, or made them not to lose if they are playing draw, if that draw is okay for them. That's why I feel the preventive substitution will be made.
Okay, sorry. Let's understand what we're. Okay.
Now, why the corrective aspect now, which is I think at some point where maybe the mistake already has been made, you're already losing, and maybe there's still time, and you feel okay, you still have maybe one or two substitutions in the game, and you are able to identify few players who will come and correct the mistake which have been made. I think it's just my own.
Okay. Thank you very much. That's I preempted what you are how it's going to end anyway. Okay. I'm sorry about that. So, gentlemen, this is it. The first thing I said when I said you can do internal substitution. That's the key to stop that what crisis. You see, if you watch most teams, they hardly make changes in the first half. If you are observant, allow the team, then you see whether they are doing. But when the game starts, some people might not maybe on that very he may be a slow starter. Yes. He may be. You don't know the mood he is. Do you understand me? But he's a player you know before. Yeah. Give me enough time, but as long as not creating crisis in your team, even if there's a kind of danger, there's a kind of crisis, do internal readiness to see whether you can sustain that team before you now throw in your changes. Do you understand me? It is very, very important. You see, preventing changes good enough, but the point is that, like I said, start with internal. Because I know if a good coach will always want to have utility players. You recruit utility players. Somebody who can play right full back, play left full back, play. That is one thing. That's one of the criteria a good coach will have. You don't just get people who I know the right full back, I know they play. If you know, don't understand. Then it means, I mean, if you cannot play more than one or two positions in my team, I will begin to help. Do you understand? If I have some other person who can play that position, that is a utility player, I'll bring him in. Because you need him. Right fullback can go and play from the 7, from the attacking wing. Do you understand me? And vice versa, any position. That is the essence of having utility players in a team. And once you have that team, I am telling you, you must finish well in the league if you don't win the league. That is why you don't get bias in terms of selecting your team. Is that clear? So it is very, very important that we adapt to these very issues. And that's bring us back to what I always emphasize. Be as objective as possible. Be as objective, even if it is your enemy. Somebody, a player can abuse me now, insult me, and I know he's going to win my match. I'll play him. I'll play him, I win my match. When I win my match, I say, okay, I'll correct you by doing what? You are finding you. You don't say because a player is, and you know that he's the one going to give you results in that match. Then when you are shooting yourself on the leg. No. You must be very, very objective and transparent about anything coaching. Because it's any little thing can mar your career, mar your opportunity. Please, let us try as much as possible to adapt to these situations. Okay? I hope we'll be talking. There's already time for us to go and have our lunch. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. And then we'll come back.
I will beg you when we come back to create time for Coach Makaba to talk about that issue. Because the team, your team is the Barcelona. We can see in the league, just like how we commended this this NLA team from here. Now, beyond limit. So we should be thinking. I know which team is playing beyond limit here. And
I played them last season too.
so you are the one playing them now. This will help you to add to. Because by the time we break this thing down, people bring all these informations and you remember and use it. I'm telling you, you will see a better result to what you had last year.
Okay, gentlemen, well done for everybody.
After now, when we come back.
Okay, when we come back.
Yes, when we come back.
Well, we are supposed to have a
Lunch, so that we
once
can
finish and
lunch. I beg. So it's good. You are the one meeting them again. Well done, sir.
thank you. Well,
Now back with this, sir.
yeah. Thank you.
So that it. Go there. That thing that happened to us yesterday. Some people will remember this. No, so I want to hear from first lecturer. No, we are not. The coaches will have it here. Let's see. Hey, this man don't go. He went for free. What time, gentlemen? Sorry, what time? Hello, what? Gentlemen, what time? Coach, practical. When will you come? By. You won't play. You won't play. What's the time? No, it's after 3 already. It's after 3 already. Okay, gentlemen, 4 o'clock we will resume. Yeah, yes, from here we will now 4. Did we have the information? They say we resume 4. Then we'll go to the pitch. Remaining one, our captain, Sani.
So please, anybody that is